Hey everybody, it's the Boss Lady here, coming to you with my Talk About It Tuesday. Wanted to talk about something that's a little controversial, which is weight gain, weight loss, exercising. You know, that New Year's resolution that everybody pretty much does at the end of the year. You know, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then of course you know, people fall off the wagon or whatever, you know, or, you know, people may go through some type of crisis and then they have an epiphany and they want to lose weight or, you know, exercise or whatever, you know, better them, better me, better you, whatever. So I wanted to discuss that a little bit today because I've been faced with it myself. So, you know, I want to, you know, put my own self out there. I don't want nobody thinking, oh, you talking about me. No. You know, Boss Lady got a story for everything. You know, something has always touched me in some kind of way. And so I just kind of want to talk about, you know, my own weight journey, I guess you could say. Growing up as a little girl, you know, from a baby until I would say 10 years old, I was a very petite little person. My mom said when I started kindergarten, I was in a size 18 months. So that is very small. I mean, if you think of a baby and you know how babies go from, you know, newborn to, you know, 24 months or whatever, you know, 18 months is very, very small. So that just tells you how tiny I was when I started kindergarten. Well, about 10 years old, you know, I started having this love-hate relationship, I would say, with a candy bar by the name of Three Musketeers. And that was the summer of Three Musketeers, Milky Ways, and Snickers. If I could get it, I was eating it. And so I packed on the pounds. Well, you know, it was a phase. I went through, I think it was like the summer, went through this phase and blew up, you know, big cheeks and all this stuff. And then I lost the weight. Well, by the time I got to, let's see here, probably about junior high school, I started kind of packing on a little bit of weight again. And, you know, my friends was not as thick as I was. And so I went through a phase of eating disorder where, yeah, Boss Lady, I'm telling it here, telling it now, I had an eating disorder. And I wasn't anorexic, I was bulimic. I, you know, would eat and I would binge eat and then, you know, vomit, make myself vomit. And I did that all of 7th grade pretty much. Not happy about it. This is the first time I really talked about it. I mean, Boss Man knows, you know, but even my own mom, she doesn't know. So when she sees this video, she's gonna be like, what? Oh my God, you know. My sisters really don't know. But yeah, I went through that phase. All for the sake of I wanted to be thin like my best friend. She was a size 5 and I think I was a size 10 or something, or whatever, however the sizes were back then. Anyway, so I dropped the weight, got to a size 5 and, you know, thought I was cute. Then I settled into about size 9 so I could see, you know, by 8th grade, you know, weight picking back up. Then I got pregnant with baby girl. Well, getting pregnant with her, I gained 50 pounds with her. And was I happy about it? By no means. And actually, the size I am now is the size I was when I gave birth to her. So, after I had her, I dropped my weight, went back down to a size 9. And then, as time went on, I started to notice I was having some health issues with my lady parts. My female system was not working appropriately. And it wasn't until 2003, see, baby girl was born 91, so it wasn't until 2003 that I noticed, you know, excessive weight gain, no weight loss, no matter what I did, and my cycles were all jacked up, basically. And so, you know, like every other month I was thinking, dang, am I pregnant? I didn't know, you know, because I wasn't having a cycle. Well, come to find out, May 2003, I was diagnosed with something called polycystic ovarian syndrome. And I did speak about that in my fertility video. I won't go into depth about it here either. But with having polycystic ovarian syndrome, you gain a lot of weight in your midsection, in your tummy. It also messes with your fertility. You know, you don't ovulate. Sometimes you can have excessive hair growth in all the wrong places. So yeah, that's not cool either. What else? There's a lot of things that go with it, and I really don't want to spend a whole lot of time with it. But my main issue with the polycystic is the weight gain and not being able to lose the weight no matter what I do. I did go on this journey of, okay, you know, let me join curves and all of that stuff, and you know, I didn't lose weight, I lost inches, and you know, it was still a struggle. I mean, you know, people kept saying, oh, I see you look so good and blah blah blah, and I'm thinking, really, I'm buying the same size that I've been buying for the last, you know, almost 20 years. I mean, when I met Boss Man, I was a size 13. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. I think that's right. So I was a size 13 when I met Boss Man. Now, I'm definitely not a 13 now. And he doesn't see the weight gain. I mean, at least that's what he says. You know, he loves me and, you know, whatever. But, I mean, I have went up and down with the whole, you know, struggle of weight. So when I sit and I hear people talk about, oh, you know, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that, or I'm losing weight, or I'm on this, you know, exercising journey, I'm just like, really? You know, sometimes it bothers me. But I know people got to do what they got to do for themselves. And I know when my one friend was diagnosed with cancer, she, you know, she was all about, oh, don't eat this and don't do this and don't do that and go here and go there. And you know, I have done a big drastic change with my eating habits. I will say that. I mean, I still will eat some things unhealthy. I mean, that's anybody, you know, you got to have a cheat day or a treat day or whatever. But, you know, the way I eat now compared to like 2009, totally different. Partly is because of when my mother-in-law passed away and my husband went on a total fanatic of, he was going vegetarian, that was it. And so it took me a while to get used to the way of him eating, and by me adjusting how I cook has, you know, been a tremendous change for me. But you know, sometimes going like to the doctors and stuff, sometimes doctors can be very mean and crude and rude and just nasty. Boss Man had a doctor when I was diagnosed with high blood pressure, and his doctor told me, well, no, the doctor told Boss Man, you need to keep her from doing this and keep her from doing that, and you need to make her this and make her that. And he said, first and foremost, that is my wife. I don't make her do anything. I support her in everything, and she does have a health condition that does not help her lose weight, you know. And so I had to curse the doctor out. I cursed him out very well via email and to his face. And I changed doctors. And the doctor I have now, she's very understanding. She, you know, totally understands where I'm, you know, where I'm at and what I'm going through. No, we have not talked about weight loss surgery. We have not talked about doing like the lap band or gastric bypass. I know Boss Man is totally against gastric bypass, which I am too. You know, I don't want to look like a bobblehead. I'll just be honest. I don't. You know, the company I work for, a lot of people have had the gastric bypass, some good, some bad, some otherwise results, and I don't want to be that one. So, but you know, I know everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own vice. You know, no, I do not use my polycystic as a crutch. I just live with it. It's not something that can be cured. I thought, okay, well, if I'm polycystic ovarian syndrome is blocking this and doing that, well, give me hysterectomy, let me be done. No, they wouldn't do that. And I'm thankful that I didn't go that route, because if I did, I wouldn't have Miss Peanut, because mind you, I was diagnosed in 2003. She wasn't born till 2007. Some women with polycystic ovarian syndrome, they do not go on to have children. It's just whatever they try just doesn't work. And I'm thankful and grateful that I was blessed with Miss Peanuts. She was a miracle baby. You know, but like I said, just the whole weight loss thing, you know, it drives me crazy. You know, people got to do what they got to do for themselves. And I appreciate that and understand that. You know, I'm actually comfortable in my skin. I didn't always used to be. You know, I used to hide under a whole bunch of exterior, under a bunch of clothes and stuff. I used to have very large breasts. I had a reduction back in 2002. And maybe one day I might do a video about that. I'm not ready to really go that route yet. But I had to do it for me, for my health, for my own personal self-confidence. You know, people think having big breasts is a wonderful thing. And until you have been cursed with it, you don't understand. But like I said, I will, eventually do a video about the reduction and things that I went through years ago. But, like I said, I understand everybody has their reasons for what they do and, how they do. Me and myself, I am a plus size woman. I am very comfortable with being a plus size woman. Yes, I would love to be about 25 pounds lighter, but this is the body that God has given me. I am not disrespecting this body by no means. I'm not being disrespectful to God. I'm not trying to disrespect him in the fact of, you put me in this body and now I can't blah, blah, blah. No. And I'm not trying to overfeed it to, make it be bigger than what, God has intended either. So, there is no perfect body. I do not like Hollywood's perception of what a woman should look like. I will tell you, my husband loves every curve that's on me. And if, certain men don't like curves, then, then they get them a bone. But, my husband likes what he has. So, but, there's so many people who want to be this stick figure that, society has said you're supposed to be. And no, I go to the doctor regularly. And only thing that is a flaw for Boss Lady is my BMI. But health-wise, yes, I do suffer from high blood pressure. It's not because of my weight. It's because of my family history and because of the stress that was going on in my life since 2009. And now, basically, they're saying they won't take me off the medication until I lose the weight or whatever. But that wasn't the reason for me having high blood pressure, just so you know that. But other than that, I'm healthy, no high cholesterol and all that different type of stuff. My kidneys are great. My liver is good. Heart is healthy outside the blood pressure. So I'm doing everything that I need to do. Excuse me. But that's what I want to talk about today. Like I said, I know a lot of people are kind of, especially when they're faced with certain health things, everybody jumps on that bandwagon. Oh, I got to run to the gym. I got to, eat like a bird. And, no. That's not Boss Lady. Boss Lady not going there. I mean, yes, I work out. Yes, I do my walking. But I don't feel that I have to put that out into the atmosphere either. I do what I need to do for me. My channel is not about, weight loss or, healthy eating or whatever. I mean, yes, I show you in my hauls what I purchased, lots of vegetables, fruits and things. But then you also see me purchase snacks too. Now, I will tell you this. I don't eat a lot of snacks. That's one thing I don't do. One thing that is my downfall is fast food, which we have curbed a lot, We used to eat fast food 2-3 times a week. And we don't do that anymore. So, You know, but I'm not one who just sits and eats bonbons all day, or cookies and ice cream and whatever. You know, I mean, I do a lot of baking, but half the stuff that I bake, I don't even eat. So, and that's just my preference, you know. There's a lot of things that I cook that I don't eat. Whether it's by choice or if it's something that just doesn't appeal to me, but I will cook it for Boss Man. So, like liver and onions, when he used to eat that, I would cook that every week, all the time, and never ate not one bite. So, but that was my Talk About It Tuesday. That's what I wanted to talk about today, was like, you know, weight loss, weight gain, you know, going to the gym and whatever, you know. People gonna do what they want to do, and it's not gonna hinder me from being who I am. I am going to steadily be me. You know, just as well as I teach, you know, my daughter how to, you know, read, write, and do her math. You know, we also teach her healthy eating and, you know, exercising. One thing too, you know, myself and Miss Peanut, there's times where we have to take steroids. Now, steroids is another evil that will pack on some pounds. And so, you know, because she's on steroids a lot, I definitely keep her active, just to keep her from, you know, falling into that category of, you know, being obese or whatever the case may be. Because she does have to take steroids, and she's been taking them since she was 3. So, you know, we just have to do what we have to do. And I mean, myself as well, you know, I have to take steroids at least, I'd say, once or twice a year. And so when I do, you know, that's what just happens. So, and, you know, a lot of people say, well, if you lose weight, you know, your breast size won't grow. Well, I beg differ on that. Because I've always been well blessed up top ever since I was 9 years old. And so, you know, it's a curse. And so, you know, I took care of it back in 2002, and if it gets to a point where it's bothering me again, I will be calling up my nice, good young surgeon and having a great conversation to take care of it again. So that's just what it is. But that's what Talk About It Tuesday, guys. So I know this was totally different. Like, what? Boss Lady not preaching today? No, not preaching today. I just, you know, that was on my mind. It was on my heart, you know, because I do have, like, health fanatics in my life. And I'm just like, you know, and they automatically assume, that's the other thing. People automatically assume just because you don't talk about it, just because they don't see you doing it, that you're not doing anything. And that bothers Boss Lady. You know, don't automatically assume because you're at the gym Sunday through Saturday and from sun up to sundown that other people aren't working out, or they're not doing it just as hard as you or as much as you or whatever, you know. So I get tickled when I get those comments, and I'm like, really? You don't want me to go there, because it would be ugly, very ugly. But yeah, so, and I used to not be as thick as I am, but you know, I don't mind it. I mean, I'm nowhere near 300 pounds, so, you know, if I tip the scale that way, then yes, we will have a conversation about something going to be done. Some suction and some clippings, and yeah, throwing away some things, but yeah, I'm not there, so I'm good. But let me go, guys. I'm actually sitting outside the grocery store, and I got to pick up some things. So you guys be well, you guys be blessed, and I'll see everybody in a new video.